All right, lovers of freedom, freedom fighters, the great land of Biafra, the true Biafras, the true soldiers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Inter TV News. This is where you get your legit information regarding what is happening in Southeast and beyond. This is where you get your correct intel data regarding the war between the Biafran Liberation Army and the Zoo Army of Nigeria. Please, if you are just joining us now, please check back our previous broadcast. There you understand how day by day we have been giving important information regarding what is happening in Biafra land and regarding the arrest of Simon Ekpa. That's the fake arrest of Simon Ekpa, because the Nigerian government is using this particular arrest as a propaganda to them. You see why these particular politicians, you see why these Southeast politicians are very, very deadly. They would like to capitalize on every issue that concerns Biafra just for their own political gain. How can you go on a live television, on an interview, you never talked about the killings, you never talked about the destruction of the Nigerian army in Southeast, you never talked about how these particular people, how the high rate of insecurity in Southeast, how these particular soldiers are causing these insecurities in Southeast. All you can talk about is Simon Ekpa, calling Simon Ekpa a content creator. That is it. That is why I so hate these Southeast politicians. For the past 4 months, they came together and they told us they are going to go and meet Tinubu. They want to go and solicitate for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This same Senator Abiribe and some of these Southeast governors, they said they want to go and meet Tinubu for him to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's getting to 4 months to 5 months now. We have not heard any feedback from them. Just because they heard about the release of the arrest of Simon Ekpa, that is why they are all over social media, all over media houses talking about Simon Ekpa's arrest. But none of them, this particular Ebiribe, is from Abia State. Do you know what happened in Abia State yesterday? Do you know how this particular terrorist went to Ungwan South and we are shooting periodically, destroying innocent people's property? These particular soldiers, this particular military, these particular zoo soldiers, do you know the amount of checkpoints that are in Southeast? If you can count, there are over 5,000 checkpoints in Southeast. But these particular politicians can never come out and talk about it. All they keep talking about is Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa. And the funny enough about this particular issue is that they don't know what the Biafrans in diaspora are planning, because they have failed. They have failed. When last did any of them come out to talk about how they are deploying thousands of soldiers to Southeast? A journey that you go for 30 minutes, these particular checkpoints will make you stay close to 2 hours. Different types of checkpoints. Are they not the one causing this insecurity? Because they know they are benefiting from all this. They know they are benefiting. Do you know how much they make in each of those checkpoints? This particular zoo police and zoo army. Now, funny enough is that the state governors and these politicians, they are in pain because they think Simon Ekpa have been arrested. That means people should obey them. Or Simon Ekpa have been arrested. That means the Biafran Liberation Army will stop working. Or the Biafran Liberation Army will stop protecting our land. Do you understand? So that is their own deal. They are talking about Simon Ekpa have been arrested. Peace will come back to Southeast. Which peace? Which peace? You are the ones that took away peace from Southeast. You are the ones that are causing these insecurities in Southeast. Which peace? Which peace? The people have decided not to listen to you guys again. Your government have failed. Your country called Nigeria have failed. Tinubu government is sinking gradually. People are suffering. People are suffering. And you are talking about Simon Ekpa. You are talking about Simon Ekpa. Do you think after arresting Simon Ekpa, that will make the Biafran Liberation Army to stop working or stop defending our land against these terrorists? Watch and see. Watch and see. More news will be coming. More updates will be coming. Please, if you're just joining us now, please just relax and listen to this broadcast I'm about to share now. Then you understand that these particular state governors, they are very, very evil. They are the ones causing all these problems everywhere. They are the key problems to this they are the key solution to our problem, and they are the ones causing problems to our solutions. That is it. That is it. But the fact is that come 2nd of December, these people will realize that the Biafrans in diaspora have a real government, and Simon Ekpa is just the prime minister. They have various departments that are working together to make sure that they bring liberation, and we get liberated from the zoo. That is what we are fighting for. Now listen to this voice note I'm about to share now. There you understand what we're talking about. Now listen.
Of where they call South. You see, they say, Simon Ekpa is enforcing it at home. Simon Ekpa is now in the custody in Finland, and people are sitting at home. So who is enforcing it now? The videos were circulated all over the internet yesterday, not one, not two, many videos from different parts of Biafra land where people are voluntarily, willingly sitting at home. We didn't see any other propaganda video by the zoo where, they claim people or some group of armed men are enforcing sit at home. We didn't see any. It's like they have forgotten to do their propaganda. Maybe as I'm speaking now, the next Monday, since they hear that unfortunately we are declaring Biafra already, before that Monday, Finland. So it doesn't matter whether you go, do a propaganda video or not. We have been able to prove to the whole world and finished, authority that what we are doing is legit, which they themselves did many years ago. So they know everything. Now let me read. And for you, if you are not a Biafran, and you have not been following up, you want to verify this news, whether people actually sat at home yesterday, despite Simon Ekpa's arrest and detention in Finland. This is from Sarah Reporters. You can go and Google it and read for yourself. Umokoko. They say Southeast residents observe sit at home despite arrest of Simon Ekpa as schools, markets remain closed. As schools, markets remain closed. Now let us see if, even though Sahara Reporters is a Zoom media platform, let us see if they are going to tell us. But there are some videos circulated yesterday where some group of armed men were chasing school children away from school. And I want you to know that this sit at home, this Monday sit at home we are talking about, is not for Mazin Simon Ekpa. It is for the demand of the unconditional release of Mazin Amdekano. It is not for Simon Ekpa. So for those of you claiming, they are going to extradite him to Nigeria, all of you should be ready for Tuesday. Although I know there is nothing like extradition of Mazi Simon Ekpa to the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. There is absolutely nothing like that. It is not, there is no dictionary, no law, nothing. So any of you dreaming that they are going to, Finnish government are going to release their citizen to you, to a lawless country like the Zoological Republic, you need to go back to sleep because you haven't actually woken up. Now, when you are thinking that, when you are having that feeling, when you are drinking your champagne, waiting to hear the announcement that Simon Ekpa has been extradited to the Zoological Republic, also know that Tuesday may be included. When you talk about Monday sit at home, also consider Tuesday sit at home. Because if I name Makamwero Anya nozi anya nazu, Anya Morozonia Wurakoya nebe. Makandi Zoological Republic, Makandi one Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, and the one Zoological Republic. It is for you. They said also clashes between the Nigerian security agencies and militia groups linked to the agitation continued across the 5 states of the region. Did you get that? So for those of you, especially for Abaribe, like the news that I released a couple of minutes ago or hour ago, Abaribe was blabbing. The so-called purveyors of insecurity and the violence would deter because of the so-called arrest and detention of the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. Now, Another news is telling you that also clashes between the those that they call security agents are actually the original terrorists in uniform from Sahel. So that the clashes are still, I like the way they say clashes, because about every time they say Fulani herdsmen clash with farmers in Benue. How do you clash with a man wearing AK-47 and a man with ordinary knife to go to his farm? A clash, yeah. So now let them also use clashes between the Biafra army and of course the Zoological Republic army. So they said there are also clashes between the Biafra army, although they call them militias, between the Biafra army and the Zoo terrorists. So if you think Simon Ekpa is going to stop the fight for freedom, I want to tell you to go back to sleep because you haven't really woken up. They said despite the arrest of self-confessed Biafran leader Simon Ekpa by the Finnish authorities, the sit-at-home in southeast Nigeria has continued. I love that. Also clashes between the Nigerian security agencies, which is the Nigeria terrorists in military and police uniform, and militia groups linked to the agitation continued across the 5 states of the region. These clashes is the war which Musa called asymmetric warfare, is the war between Biafra and Nigeria. It has nothing to do with sit-at-home enforcement, as they did not state it here. These clashes are taking place in various bushes and forests in Biafra land. You must understand that. Monday sit-at-home was initially called by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as civil disobedience against the illegal incarceration of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the Nigerian authorities, despite various court judgments declaring his abduction from Kenya in June 2021 as illegal. Wow! From Sahara Reporters wrote this, only this one. I took my cap for sure. Maybe there's a new editor in town. Maybe there's a new editor. I suspect there's a new editor in town. Yeah. Since then, okay, the other time Shawore said that Southeast has practically left Nigeria. Maybe he has beginning to see the handwriting on the wall. Oh well, he got from no see from only see Fabu Shawore. Now forget the handwriting on the wall. Boys in America now report all the things the way they are, because there is no light in at the end of the tunnel here in this zoo. I love that. They said since then, economic and social activities have been paralyzed on Mondays, despite the leadership of IPOB declaring an end to sit-at-home protests because they are compromised. Many pro-Biafra groups, including the one led by Ekpa, who resides in Finland, have continued to enforce. There is nothing like enforce. Show us a video where Simon Ekpa is the one enforcing sit-at-home. Or where those people are telling you, though they might hear this one and then they will go and do another video because they live on propaganda. Show us any video where they come and tell you, we are Simon Ekpa boys. We are Simon Ekpa boys. And Simon Ekpa has told us to go and then force it at home. Show us the video. If you show me that video, I will resign. I'm not saying the future video, not the one you are going to concoct tomorrow after listening to me. I'm saying the one that has happened already, as you are saying that Ekpa group or boys are enforcing sit at home. So as at this very moment you are listening to me, today, Tuesday, 26th November 2024, we want to see previous videos where the Biafra Liberation Army fully kitted on our uniform, enforcing sit at home, telling the whole world that we are Simon Ekpa boys. And Simon Ekpa has told us to go and enforce it at home. If you show us this video, then we will all collectively resign. Because why I'm saying like this is because I know there is no video like that. And if they concoct any video tomorrow, refer them to this very broadcast. Now, they sit at home insisting that until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released in compliance with various court orders and UN Human Rights Commissions to Nigeria, which have been implemented in breach, sit at home will not stop. Wow! Enoka Sahara reporters. They also accuse some IPOB members calling for an end to sit at home as sellout and saboteur. That is exactly who they are. Why some believed that with the arrest of Simon Ekpa, it will see the end to sit at home. Eba wakafana weburu ode. Mugu. Onamumu no fidu. We are telling you to be ready, to get ready to add Tuesday. We may be adding Tuesday soon. You are there talking about ending the Monday one. Only one Monday you are shouting. We are saying everybody must be ready for Tuesday. I'm not saying one Tuesday. No, every Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday may be implemented soon. I do go to Fuanya. Now watch if I can cool down. They said it appears that sit at home has been encouraged with the momentum as most cities in all the 5 states in the southeast witnessed resurgence of sit at home on Monday. This very previous Monday Galaga yesterday. Sahara reporters had reported that gunmen attacked operatives of the Anambra State Vigilante Service on Monday and burned their operational vehicle. They never see anything. I have a video. I have one video which I'm going to be playing soon, if necessary, where these idiots call themselves the Anambra Vigilante Service. In fact, I don't want to talk about it right now. Maybe if time permits me, during my live broadcast this evening, I may talk about it. They said, the incident, which happened along the Amesi Oga Road in Aguata local government area of the old Anambra State, also sent fears on the residents. The Anambra State Police spokesman, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, confirmed the incident in a press statement, adding that police operatives responded swiftly to the attack, rescuing the injured vigilante, who was immediately taken to the hospital and was now receiving treatment. According to Ikenga, the police secured the scene of the attack to prevent further criminal activity and ensure properties and goods were safeguarded. To show you how they carry their propaganda, once they want to talk about anything that has to do with Biafra or Biafra Liberation Army, they would want to attach, civilians. They would like to attach properties. They would like to attach, goods. The Biafra Liberation Army, resistance fighters, Biafra Dragon Marine fighters, these people have no business with the citizens of Biafra because they themselves are citizens of Biafra. Unlike the Zoo Army, which is already compromised with Boko Haram members, so-called repentant Boko Haram members that we all know, according to what they told us, that they are from Senegambia. So you can't tell me that they are, even though they are Nigerians, nobody is truly a Nigerian. So you can't represent Nigeria because you are not a Nigerian. But you can represent Oduduwa because you are an authentic Oduduwa man. You can represent Biafra. You can represent Arewa because these are your identities, not Nigeria. Nobody's identity is Nigeria. Where is Nigeria coming from? If you can answer this question, then we'll begin to have conversation. But let's continue. That is a story for another day. Meanwhile, private and mission schools that had been operating on Mondays in Anambra School suspended classes until further notice. The Catholic Education Council, in a directive, said, due to certain security concerns, it has been considered that schools will not be held on Mondays till further notice. You better not open again. Be it security concerns or whatsoever. In as much as that school is here in Biafra land, you better not open again. Let that further notice be till the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Pupils are advised to stay home and resume on Tuesday, 26 November. We are sorry for any inconvenience. So because of time, I'm going to stop it here. Maybe during my live presentation this evening, I may continue with this if time actually permits me. Thank you, my people. And make it go viral.